Can we please keep going like this forever? Turn over this eternal page.
Soda, you've got to give it a try.
Oh, how's it going? Did you take some time off? See any more of the Cienjo? Isn't that the place on Aurum Alley over in Exalting Sanctum? All the foodies go there. What about it? Planning on treating me to a feast? It's the main commercial street in the Exalting Sanctum. Although it's a lot quieter since the whole Stellaron crisis thing. Tourists fresh off the Starskiff always head to Starwatcher Avenue in Starskiff Haven. It's one of those bustling tourist streets. But if you want the real deal on local snacks, you've gotta get to Aurum Alley. I've marked it out for you on your map. Whenever I'm tired of Celestial Jade or slacking off, I head over for a bowl of Granny Chen's tofu. Darn it, now that you've brought it up, I suddenly don't feel like clocking in for work anymore.
It's famous for its mung bean soda. You've got to give it a try.
Quality, good price, hassle-free chartering, high-end bars, the best choice for...
Spices Supreme! Check out that sign, here it is!
Honored guests, welcome to our humble eatery. What can we get for you today? Something from Miss Tingyun for me? Oh, what a precious person she is. A sweet thing like her, gifting me a kitchen knife. When she first ate here, I told her my motto, you can't better your own food unless you taste it. Then she got me to talk about my hunting and cooking experiences out on other worlds. She was captivated. She pestered me about dish after dish. At the end, she mentioned she wanted to get me a gift. A sword for a hero and a knife for a chef. That's how she put it. She probably came across some rare mineral and forged it by hand. Look how sharp it is. I bet it'd cut straight through a Thalassa titanium terrapin shell. Miss Tingyun is too kind. Who among the Aurum Alley vendors hasn't been spoiled by the generosity of Whistling Flames? Her grand fare puts small merchants like us in touch with big intergalactic vendors. If we're talking gifts, it's us who should be gifting her something. Oh, I heard the trade port is open again for business. Miss Tingyun must be real busy, right? This is real, right? The monster you mentioned, where did it come from? I wish I could take this knife and cut it to ribbons. Forget it. Matters like these are beyond the control and understanding of a cook like me. Thank you, all of you. Let me prepare a dish for you as a gift from Miss Tingyun. It was our chili oil beef offal stew that first attracted Miss Ting Yun to our restaurant. I can't believe that she'll never taste it again. Please, you'll have to eat her share too.
About that bow, I think I know who Miss Ting Yun intended to gift it to.
Mr. Yan Ming said an ambassador will return with a gift for a trusted colleague.
I see a future full of potential.
The person who Ting Yun trusts the most is Madame Yukong, right?
Cool it.
What brings you here? This bow. Did Ting Yun pick it out for me? She understood my pain. It's a shame I can no longer do anything for her. 30 years ago, I fought in a terrible war. My comrade and I set sail together, but only I returned. The scars of that war never truly healed. Still, the Law Fu traced out its arc of recovery and continued to trade. I felt tired of voyaging, like I'd lost the courage to pull on a bowstring ever again. I hid away in the Skyfaring Commission and buried myself in work, never wanting to see the sky again. Despite rising to Helm Master, my military career hadn't prepared me for the type of meticulous planning work now confronting me. Ting Yun, on the other hand, was a born merchant, always discussing business matters with me and offering up advice, even if she was my subordinate. She never fought alongside me on the battlefield, but in her own way, she became a comrade in arms. Without the help of Ting Yun and the Guild, the Law Fu would not have been able to recover in the space of just 30 short years. I used to think that the Xianzhou had changed with the times. Geniuses like Ting Yun were the future for the Skyfaring Commission's next generation. They would bring prosperity to the Law Fu. I was only ever suited to the flames of war. I was wrong. Only when the last minions of the Antimatter Legion are wiped out will I become useless to the Xianzhou. The Xianzhou needs people like me, those willing to cruise the sky and fight the flames. The star skiff is ready for the ceremony now. Everyone, please place your objects aboard the star skiff.
Wait! Wait for me! Miss Ting Yun prepared a gift for me. As a fellow ambassador, I cannot fail to honor our custom.
Yan Ming, what is it that you've prepared?
I've brought a paper kite. I know it may seem simple compared to the precious items that Ting Yun gifted others in the past, but it has a deeper meaning. I heard that Foxians have a tradition where paper kites are used to comfort the souls of pilots who can no longer take to the skies. Ting Yun and I were never pilots in the strictest sense of the word, but we spent much of our lives out among the stars. For her to be able to take wing once again would make her very happy.
Out of all this stuff we've got, what do you think we should place on the star skiff?
This time, we needn't compete. Go. Fly on to other distant worlds.
This is the tea that Meng Ming has made, especially named after you.
Thank you for everything you've done for the Skyfaring Commission and the Law Fu. This small seal is the foundation of the Xianzhou's prosperity.
This is a gift from Miss Yensui on behalf of all the restaurants on Arum Alley. You're going to love this.
The Skyfaring Commission shall never forget you, Ting-Yun. I will seek out the truth, and if it is discovered that you were taken from us, I swear to avenge your unjust end. It is time for the soul-soothing ceremony. Please make your way to Earthrise Agora in Starskiff Haven.
Got places to be? I'm your best guide.
General, the ceremony is finished. You should take a rest.
Not yet. I have things I wish to convey to my astral friends. My apologies I couldn't get to you any sooner. Yen Qing made sure that I was fully recuperated. Before you leave the Luofu, there are two things I wish to gift the Express.
Two gifts? Has his conscience finally gotten the better of him? Is he going to make up for all our hard work along the way?
Please, let us reconvene at the seat of divine foresight.
I once held the same ceremony on the Fenghu, some 30 years or so ago, once I finished handling.
Present company is gathered to reiterate the Xianzhou Luofu's esteemed gratitude for the magnanimous actions of the Nameless. I am sure Lady Fu has given voice to this already, but the Luofu is greatly indebted to you. Therefore, on behalf of the Luofu Cloud Knights, I hereby present you with a jade abacus, a symbol of our allied friendship. It could indeed be considered a souvenir of a certain variety, but not one you could find in a gift store. Back when the Alliance was first established, all those thousands of years ago, the Xianzhou ships swore an oath, etching the record into a jade abacus. The world may crumble, and the heavens may fall, but this oath shall never be broken. The same is true of this jade abacus. It is a record of the Luofu Cloud Knight's promise to the crew of the Astral Express. It is also a beacon. Grip it tightly, and it will send a message to the jade abacus here in my hand. No matter how astronomically distant you are, the Luofu Cloud Knights will always come to the aid of the crew, whatever your need may be.
Wow, now that's what I call a payoff.
Of course, I trust that such an important article will not be used for trivial or inappropriate circumstances. I hope you can understand.
Yep, got it. Say no more. Sure thing.
Thank you for your generosity, General.
Dan Heng.
General.
In accordance with the Edict of the Ten Lords Commission, I am hereby authorized to relieve your banishment decree. From this day henceforth, you may come and go freely on the Luofu.
Nice!
But I must remind you that the crimes of Dongfeng have had far-reaching implications. And some people, such as those in Scale Gorge Waterscape, will not be much moved by the issuance of a paper edict. While I can guarantee your freedom to come and go as you please, I cannot guarantee your safety. Again, I hope you can understand.
I understand.
This issuing of gifts brings with it a sense of relief. Even my wound is feeling much improved. The occasion calls for a line or two of poetry. Though I feel my efforts would be overshadowed by the erudition of Lady Fu. Another time, perhaps. The Express and its passengers have a long voyage ahead of them. May that voyage be smooth and untrammeled. I bid you farewell.
Himiko messaged me. The Express detected the Jade Gates reopening. She asked whether we'd be heading back anytime soon. She was also asking after you, Dan Heng. I think it'd be best if you update her in person, don't you think?
She must have been worried. I'll return to the train and put her mind at rest.
Himiko must be eager to hear about what we've been up to on this mission too, right? Hang on. Oh, how could I forget? We should bring something back for the conductor. Have you got any unfinished business on the Xianzhou? I've got goldfish memory. We haven't had a chance to say goodbye to everyone we met so far on this trip.
Fine, fine. Dan Heng and I will go back to the Express. The two of you come back soon, okay?
Don't worry, Mr. Yang.
There's a dreamlike quality to watching these star skiffs depart through the Jade Gate. How long will these ships sail? And which stars are they traveling to?
From a universal perspective, there is little difference between the lives of long and short-lived species. The transcendence that the Xianzhou pursues is nothing compared to the enduring majesty of the stars. And the grief felt here is no different from our own. you're back. Himiko and I were just discussing our journey. This little excursion has reached its conclusion. All things must come to an end. Still, some endings spark a new beginning.
Next time, I think I should be the one trailblazing with you guys. Welt can stay on the Express.
Since when did the work roster just change like that?
Yes, no more Stellaron Hunter interruptions. It's time to get our original plan back on track. Our next stop is Penacony, remember? The family is throwing a banquet there, and they sent invitations out to the Express. I was curious about the state of the planet, so I accepted. When the conductor is ready, we can set off for the next stop.
All who enter here are either jailers or prisoners. Which are you?
Neither. I'm merely a lost traveler.
What a spectacle. The Stellaron, the Ambrosial Arbor, the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus, the Lord Ravager. A series of threats that almost succeeded in diverting attention away from the crucial question. They who brought the Stellaron onto the Xianzhou, what was their motive? Will you surrender, or do you require encouragement, abomination of Yaoshi?
General, my power does indeed stem from the abundance. But I'm the same as you. We are both enemies of Yaoshi.
That's right, Jingyuan. Stay out of our way. The revival of the Arbor is an omen. It's time for the Xianzhou to choose its next path. The Rainbow Arbiter, the Plague's author, the Ruin author. This is a chess game between eons. If you don't stand with the winners, you stand to lose. And this time, we will put the abundance in their grave.
Time to head to the next stop. Let's meet up with everyone in the parlor car.
Pom-Pom's not here yet?
Pom-Pom knows how to keep people on the edge of their seats.
Ahem! Apologies for the delay, dear passengers. Something important came up, so I, the conductor, had to spend some time preparing.
Huh? But I only just finished packing my bags.
I thought everyone knew. Our next destination is the planet of festivities, Penacony! I know everyone's eager to disembark and get to that famous Stellar Hotel, but before we set off, I should remind everyone of 3 things. First, Penacony is located in Asdana, a star system brimming with memoria, which has historically been one of the macro voids that leaked out from the memory zone. Even after eons, the memoria concentration up ahead is above normal levels. Usually this wouldn't be a huge problem, but everyone's different, so if you exhibit any signs of dizziness, hallucination, distorted memories, or any other symptoms, you should take them seriously. Second, Penacony is a colony belonging to the Harmony family. It also marks the first time this family has extended a public invitation to other factions. Please remember that the Express has been invited as a guest, and that we must adhere to any and all regulations.
Got it. When in Rome, as they say. Don't worry, conductor. We definitely won't embarrass the nameless.
Anyway, third and final. Rather than being a request, Pom-Pom has a favor to ask of everyone. If you could, I hope that while you're all on vacation, you could spare some time to help inquire about a few of the nameless.
Allow me to explain. Just like most of the worlds that the Express calls at, Penacony is one of the stops along the Silver Tracks. Several millennia ago, it was an IPC frontier prison, and it was the Trailblaze that connected it to thousands of stars. During that time, the Astral Express once visited Penacony. As with all meetings, they inevitably lead to goodbyes. As the Express's logs indicate, it seems some passengers decided to call Penacony their permanent home. Don't worry, just think of it as returning to your hometown. Following the Express's departure, the Stellarons cut off contact to myriad worlds, and Penacony's ownership switched hands several times. Why did these nameless choose to stay here? How did the course of their subsequent lives unfold? And what legacies did they leave behind? Retracing our predecessors' footsteps. That is in itself an adventure, wouldn't you agree? Even if they left the stars behind them, their trailblaze would not be over. That's also what the conductor thinks, isn't it? According to the passenger list, the 3 people who got off were Tiernan, Legwork, and Rosalina, the Express's guard, mechanic, and surveyor, respectively. No supplementary details are available.
Just names and occupations? And they don't even sound like their real names either. This'll be like looking for a needle in a haystack.
We'll just leave it to the stars of fate. Considering the Nameless's diversity, perhaps we might even stumble upon their descendants. Or, against the slimmest of chances, the very individuals themselves. We'll conclude today's navigation meeting on this point. There's a bit of time left before we jump. In the meantime, might be a good idea to double-check your bags.
I'll broadcast an announcement before we jump!
There's still some time before the jump. I should talk to everyone. Is this...
Upend the ancient sea and return to old ground. It's a letter for Don Hung, but who is it from? I should ask the conductor.
Come with me, take the journey, we will see. Come with me, take the journey. I'll be waiting till we make it the day to celebrate. I'll be waiting
I spoke to Mr. Yang.